this is a partially agreed suit affecting a parent-child relationship with the only issue contested being child support. I'll read the agreed portions. Parties are in agreement that there's been no family violence between them in the last 2 years, so there's no need for a non-disclosure. Parties are in agreement to no retroactive child support. Parties are in agreement for the father to carry insurance at $500 a month. Parties in agreement for the mother to have sole managing conservatorship with the father to have standard possession order and no geographic restriction. Court costs today billed to the father. Ms. Maddox, can you please state your full name?
Tiffany Maddox.
Name and age of your child or children at this matter?
Emery Hamilton is 9.
Ma'am, did you hear the agreed portions that I just read?
I did.
Are they still your agreements?
Yes.
Do you believe they're in the best interests of your child?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to accept those portions today?
Yes.
Now to the not agreed portion, which is the child support. Ma'am, are you aware that the father works?
Yes.
And wages reported by his employer put his gross income at $6,374.72 a month. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
And that would set child support at $937 a month beginning February 1st, 2025. Are you in agreement for him to pay that amount?
No.
Okay. Can you explain why you're not in agreement for the father to pay child support?
We had a previous arrangement of lower, and he's a good dad. He takes care of her. He buys things for her. He spends a lot of time with her. I just want the agreement that we had and just, to cover that.
Okay, so you do understand that the child support is set on guidelines based on his income, correct?
I do.
Okay. Pass the witness. Mr. Hamilton, can you please state your full name?
Eric Hamilton.
Okay, Mr. Hamilton, excluding the issue of child support, the other ones that I read, are you still in agreement with those terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe they're in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to accept those terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's discuss the child support, okay? Sir, you're currently working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your employer reported your income at $6,374.72 a month. Are you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that says child support at $937 a month beginning February 1st, 2025. Are you in agreement to pay that amount?
Well, I'm in agreement to whatever we agreed on.
What you mean is you're in agreement to what you and Miss Maddox are in agreement to. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're asking the court to deviate from state guidelines and set child support lower. Is that correct?
Well, we had already had an agreement been going on, so whatever she agreed with, I'm fine with it.
So you're asking the court to set child support at $500, which is your prior agreement with Miss Maddox. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're in agreement to pay the court costs today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, I didn't really get a clear answer from you, Ms. Maddox. You just kept saying, I want to do an agreement, and you never said what the agreement was.
Oh.
So I finally, we got an amount from Mr. Hamilton, so I just want to verify that that's what you're asking for, because you never really said an amount.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
So the child support that Mr. Hamilton is saying you all agreed to is $500. Is that what you're wanting to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand you won't be able to modify that in the future?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. The parts y'all agreed to, those are all fine with me. They'll be part of the order. We're going to do an order doing child support at $500 a month based on your agreements below guidelines. That payment will still have to be paid through the child support office. So so that we're not changing that part of it if that's what y'all were intending. The $500 will be paid through his employer, taking it out of his check and then sending it to the child support office so they can register it on the account and then send it to the mother. So that's not changing, but instead of the $937, we're doing $500. The Attorney General's office will put that in writing, email y'all a copy, and that'll be the order of the court. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.